Anatomy, the branch of medical science which deals with the study of internal structures of the human body. Dissection, anatomy is mostly based on dissections which deals with cutting, grafting, stitching, etc. on a specimen. Terminologies involved in anatomy. Several types of terminologies are used in medical field in order to understand different body parts and their structures. Such terminologies are like interior, posterior, superior, inferior, dorsal, ventral, lateral, superficial, mitral, and palmar. Anterior means front of body, posterior means back of body, superior means top of body, inferior means below of body. Dorsal means front portion of organ, ventral means back portion of organ. Lateral means away from midline, superficial means away from surface, mitral means middle line of body, palmar means palm of hand. So in today's video I will talk about anatomy of different types of body parts and their structures. So the first thing that we are going to discuss about is the abdominal regions of the abdomen. This is because to study abdominal regions is quite common in anatomy and it is related with different types of organs and diseases associated with them. The abdominal regions are divided into 9 sections of the human body. The first column of the abdominal region relates with the right hypochondric region, right lumbar region, and right iliac fossaic region. The left column of the hypochondric region, the left lumbar region, and the left iliac fossaic region are present at the left side of the abdominal regions. Then at the middle we have epigastric region, umbilical region, and the hypogastric region. The right hypochondric region consists of the liver and gallbladder. The epigastric region contains the upper part of the stomach. The left hypochondric region contains the spleen and some part of the stomach. The right lumbar region consists of the right kidney. The umbilical region consists of the small intestine. The left lumbar region consists of the left kidney. The right iliac fossaic region contains the appendix and the right ureter. The hypogastric region, however, is divided into two different parts. In males, we have a urinary bladder, and in females, we have a uterus. The left iliac fossaic region consists of the sigmoid colon and the left ureter. To understand the common anatomy of the human body, over here I have a 2D model of the human body. First of all, we can see the trachea over here, which is called the windpipe. Right next to it, we have the food pipe, which then leads into the stomach. The trachea then itself descends into two different parts, which is called bronchi. The bronchi then divides into two different lungs. The lungs then proceeds into different sections, including bronchi and bronchioles, and then into the alveoli. Right next to the stomach, we have the heart. The heart is responsible to pump the blood around all of our body parts. The stomach then directly descends into the small intestine through a small part called the duodenum. The duodenum then leads to the other parts of the small intestine, including ileum and jejunum. Then the food is digested and the waste materials are then processed through the large intestine. The large intestine then leads right into the rectum and anus. Over here we have an appendix as well. Here are two bean-shaped structures which is called the kidneys. The kidneys are then connected to these yellow lines which represent the ureters. The ureters then lead directly to the urinary bladder. Over here we have a liver and right over here we have a gallbladder. These blue lines, however, represent the diaphragm. Well, this was a common discussion about the human anatomy and different body parts. Now let us discuss about some of these organs and different types of body parts. First of all, before going any more further, let's discuss about the skeletal system of the human body. Human skeleton, it is made up of various bones and joints with cartilage which provides support to the body. Total bones in a human body is around 206 bones. Divisions of the skeleton. The skeleton itself is divided into two main parts, which is known as the axial and appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton consists of about 80 bones, while the appendicular skeleton consists of about 126 total bones. The axial skeleton consists of the skull, vertebral column, ribs, sternum, and a hyoid bone. The appendicular skeleton consists of the upper limbs and lower limbs. First, let us discuss about the axial skeleton. First of all, we have the skull, which consists of about 28 total bones. Then we have the vertebral column, which is then divided into 5 different sections: C7, T12, L5, S5, and C4. C means cervical, T means thoracic, L means lumbar, S means sacrum, and C means coccyx, which means we have 7 cervical bones, 12 thoracic bones, 5 lumbar bones, 5 sacrum bones, and 4 coccyx bones. Over here we have the rib cage, which is also known as the ribs. The ribs are then divided into two parts, which is the right and left section. Each part consists of about 12 and 12 total bones, combining together making 24 total bones. Then at the middle we have the sternum. The sternum itself is one bone. The neck bone, however, contains the hyoid bone, which connects the skull to the other bones as well with the axial skeleton. Now let us discuss about the appendicular skeleton. Over here we have the upper limbs, which consists of about 64 total bones. First we have the scapula, followed by a humerus, and then into a radius and ulna. Over here we have the carpals, metacarpals, and phalanges. At the lower limbs we have about 62 total bones. This consists of a pelvis, which includes the pelvic region. Then we have the femur, which is the longest bone in the human body. Then we have tibia and fibula. Femur itself is the longest bone in the human body, and the smallest bone in the human body is called stapes, which is present in the ear ossicles. Then after this we have tarsals, followed by metatarsals and phalanges. Well, that was all about the skeletal system, and now let us discuss about the human heart. Heart. It is a muscular pumping organ which pumps blood around all of the body parts. Structure. Heart is a conical shaped having 4 chambers and blood vessels all around itself. Cardiac cycle. The blood which is deoxygenated comes to the heart by inferior and superior vena cava to the right atrium. The blood then passes through the right ventricle by bicuspid valve. The deoxygenated blood is carried out to the lungs via pulmonary artery. The oxygenated blood comes to the left atrium by pulmonary vein and passes into the left ventricle by tricuspid valve. The oxygenated blood is then pumped to all parts of the body by aorta. Well, this was all about the heart in general, and now let us discuss about the eye and sight. Human eye. The eye is an organ of sense of sight in the orbital cavity and is supplied by the optical nerve. There are 3 layers of the eye: the outer fibrous layer called sclera and cornea, the middle vascular layer consisting of choroid, ciliary body, and iris, the inner nervous tissue layer called the retina. Problems related with eyesight: myopia, which is known as short-sightedness; heterometropia, which consists of long-sightedness. General structures of the human eye consists of the eyelid, pupil, sclera, and the iris. Well, this was all about the eye in general, and now let us talk about the ear and hearing. Human ear. The ear is an organ of hearing which is supplied by the 8th nerve, that is the vestibular nerve of cochlea. Structure. There are 3 parts of the ear, that is the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. First of all, we have the external or outer ear. It consists of auricle and external auditory canal. External accostus mestus is slightly S-shaped tube about 2.5 centimeters long. Middle ear. It is an irregular cavity about 4 cm long, and it is ciliated with epithelium with an eardrum, and three bones: malleus, incus, and stapes. Inner ear: it consists of a bony labyrinthine which contain fluid for the nerve endings. Now let us discuss about the human brain and nervous system. Human brain. The brain is the core of the body which controls all the major activities of the human body. Structure. The human brain is made up of small units called neurons. Neurons itself are the structural and functional unit of the human brain. Parts of neuron: cell body, axon, and dendron. Parts of brain: the forebrain, the midbrain, the hindbrain. Forebrain: the forebrain consists of the cerebrum, thalamus, and hypothalamus. Hindbrain: the hindbrain consists of pons, viroli, medulla oblongata, and cerebellum. Now let us discuss about the human kidney. Human kidney. The kidneys are two bean-shaped organs present at the lumbar region of the abdomen. Size: each kidney measures about 10 to 13 cm in length and 2.5 to 4 cm in thickness. Structure: the kidney is covered by adrenal and subrenal glands and is supplied by blood through renal arteries and veins. The smallest unit of kidneys are called nephrons. Each kidney consists of an outer part called the renal cortex and the inner part called the renal medulla. The pyramid-type shapes are called the renal pyramids. Well, this was all about the human anatomy in general. If you want to learn more about human anatomy and other types of human body and structures, then let me know down in the comments. I might make a video about it in the future. If you like watching videos like these, consider subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.